Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the UCF Knights and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Long, Jesse Coleman with you. How the road is down on the sideline.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the runner paid the price on that one. Nobody blocked the middle linebacker. He came through that hole unencumbered and laid the lumber on that tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Coaches preach all week about physicality, physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Hunt is in the air. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Haynes. Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of him early in this football game. Well, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets on the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense. defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Barnett. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And it's getting loud in here. And they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. The quick out. The Knights want to move quickly. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. They'll move the wide receiver. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Let's see what they've got on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Football, you hear the term. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Knights are moving quickly down the field.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
To the air, it's Barnett. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got 12 trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback, but 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There is no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Quick completion to the right. There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. to throw. It's Barnett. Floating away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He's at the 50. At the 20. Pick 6. He puts it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. They're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Farmer. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
To the air, it's Barnett. Makes the grab.
Routes like that are a great time to be made. Because I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick track route, get the ball in his hands. Let him do the rest.
He's got it.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Got it set up on the outside. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. to break. Clemson has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for room. It's Davidson. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Steps away. With the catch, it's Watson. Oh, look out on the right. The 20. And he scores. Touchdown, Knights. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Send out the offense to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Right on the money. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Wants to throw it again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. A huge play there as he has it inside the 19.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Wide out trying to get in. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more before then to the house. It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how do you respond? You've been hitting them out early in this football game. Got to find something positive quick.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Farmer. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
They're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game. They haven't been able to do that. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They'll obviously very happy with the results of the play. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. Great place to start for this offense. On the run, it's Davidson. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads it left. Finds his man. It's Moore. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the defense really needed to stop them. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half in this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the single back.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff for Watson. Steps clips his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down. As the clock continues to move here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 15 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Cyclones with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Pulls and fires complete. Stumbled to the ground.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
And that's the play the defense absolutely had to have. You know, going into halftime, you were down on the scoreboard. You just needed something really good to happen. So right away, you get the interception, you create a turnover. That is huge. And it's critical now this offense is able to come on the field, take this thing down the field, score a touchdown, shorten this lead. You need complimentary football right now.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Fires to the wideout. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got out of trouble and throws. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And if this offense is going to get back to the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Firing to the right, complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. Gonna look downfield again. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, UCF! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he could make something happen after the play and get set.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So that drive covered just 44 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Makes the quick grab. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in creasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm. Back to pass on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Howie, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Howie. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the 1st down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Hayes. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Davidson. At the 35, he's open. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd was eating it up.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Coming out with it, it's Farmer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Barnett. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Clemson.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Makes a grab on the shot. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Play. Zone. Here you go. Stay.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And, man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
So now it's second and long. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Leave your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. The Knights send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll go to the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. Could be an alley. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned out the Jets. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Under fire. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man. It's Thomas. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get it through the air. Escapes the pressure going right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And this game's starting to take away from this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. You've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
The Knights will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got it. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
To the air on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to go with that trip to the house. Lining up to tackle one more under that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Chambers. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt hits ground at the toe and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. The give on the counter. Great job by this defense knowing exactly where the marker was. He needed to get it to the 30, and they stop him at the 29.
And there's nothing more frustrating. When you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Using his legs, it's Chambers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense. And this offense would have taken a lot more of that today. It's been a rough day. Let's call a spade a spade. They haven't played like we've seen them play in the past. And this offense needs to find the run game, needs to find a little bit more balance, create some explosive plays on the ground, because today was not a day they're going to look back, watch the tape, and be impressed.
Easy.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more play to pad the stats. They'll run it. Fights off a defender. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.